Hi, and welcome to this new session of our webinar series. My name is Francois Flech. I'm in charge of marketing and strategy at PcVue. And today the topic is solutions for smart buildings in PcVue 16. So this session is part of a webinar series around PcVue 16 topic. And today we focus on smart building. So for those who don't already know our company and product, PcVue, who are we, what we do? We are a software company dedicated for monitoring and control software. So basically, our software platform gather raw data from any kind of sources, devices, systems, using an open connectivity with many drivers, more than 150 built-in drivers, open standard, and so on. The platform is also able to convert those raw data to relevant information for the operations with data processing. It allows the operator to display and control real-time values from the field, and the platform can also record all data and do some reporting and sharing to a third-party system. So we've had for 40 years in various markets and with a worldwide presence. So our offer is based on our platform, software platform, embedded technologies and features. PcVue platform, as I just described, is an HMI SCADA platform, data with data processing, reporting, and remote and sharing capabilities. We also sell some partners platforms for reporting, on-call management, or historian. So those software platform um, combined with the support and services that we offer, hotline, training, pre-sales, and technical assistances, allows to provide our customers, our users, with some applications solution applied to several different markets. So depending on your need and on the market, we do have solutions for monitoring and control your system. When talking about smart building, in PcVue 16, we introduced two main topics, BEAM for operations and a topic of security and safety with video protection and intrusion detection and access control. So let's start with the BEAM. So the BEAM or Building Information Model is a concept that is quite known now. It's basically a model of data for buildings with a common and shared reference, I would say. So the goal of the BEAM is basically to have a methodology for the design, the construction, and operation of a project, integrating all the stakeholders. So as you can see here in the graphics, the building information modeling is for many stakeholders, from the construction, from the design of the building, to the construction, the maintenance, and then I would say the end of the building. So really the goal is to gather in one reference all the information needed by all stakeholders of the building. So if we focus in the operation phase, so for the operation and the maintenance of the building, this building information model should give to the maintenance operators all relevant information they need, so they can locate and change any elements within the building which needs to be changed, for example. So this building information model should be the link between the designer, the builder, and the operation teams. So in this context, how PcVue can help? Basically, PcVue is the link between the BIM reference model and the operation of the building. So within the PcVue platform, we can visualize the BIM element in 3D, and not only the 3D, the 3D graphics, but all the information and the metadata of the BIM reference. So we do import an IFC file, and we can visualize through a BIM 3D viewer all information, graphics, but not only from the BIM reference. So the maintenance team and the operation teams have the latest data for the building to help them to maintain the building and all the components of the building. So if we dig it in all the features, as I said, we have a 3D BIM viewer, so you can display and navigate through a BIM 3D model. You can access any properties of any object of the model. It's based on IFC files, and it also supports for XBIM files. The value added here in PcVue is that exactly the same way you animate an object in PcVue, you will be able to animate any object in the 3D BIM graphics. So we'll give you some example, but basically you will be able to change the color, to zoom, to show or hide, and so on and so on. So the BIM interface takes advantage of all what you are used to do and to use in PcVue graphics. It's really easy to use in a project, because basically you just insert a component in the graphic interface, you select your IFC file, and that's pretty it. And you will display the BIM model in 3D. And as you can see, this model is linked to many properties that you can get from the dialog box. And as I just mentioned, you will be able to create very simply animation to color or to perform some action on the 3D view. Okay, so we designed this BIM control in a way that it's really easy to use, and it's really a help for the operation. So here is a short video to show you how it looks. So as you can see, you import your IFC simply using the BIM control from the menu. You select your IFC file, and then you can visualize in real time your building. You have several layers. You have some alarms, and you can also select a specific property or object. It's possible to set some camera presets and several cut plane. You can select a list of view. You can open a pop-up from the 3D view. So let's say you have an alarm. When the alarm is detected, automatically the BIM 3D model has a blink color, for example, and you can acknowledge the alarm on the system, and it will be automatically changed in terms of color. So if we go more in details on the specific features, as you can see, the beam viewer can basically play with the view as much as you need, basically, and there's almost no limit here for the color, for the zoom, and so on. So this beam integration into PcVue is really important for operations, and PcVue is really the link between the beam reference and the operation and maintenance team using PcVue. The second facet of what we integrated in PcVue 16 for the building is solution for safety and security. So for a long time in PcVue, as you can see here, we have embedded many features for safety and security through several dedicated drivers or standard drivers for video protection, for intrusion, access control, gates, intercom, and fire. So as you can see, we support for all those drivers or standards with PcVue. Also with all the OPC and other standard. So this is something already existing in PcVue, and we want with the PcVue 16 extend this interoperability with all the safety and security component by adding a new interface, a new driver, the SIA driver. So this driver is specific for Honeywell today, but we'll probably extend the SIA driver for other manufacturer. But today we have developed in PcVue 16 this driver for the Galaxy Dimension and the Galaxy Flex series of Honeywell. So the goal is to be able to connect any kind of devices, such as the alarm, the central alarm, the keyboards, and so on, to fit the needs of all the stakeholders. So the manager, to be sure that the system is properly running and basically be able to get notified in case of events, obviously, but also to be able to do some past event analysis. The operator is in charge of sorry, of monitoring several sites, and he must be able to activate or deactivate the systems on several areas. And the maintenance team to be assisted, for example, with the digital assistant mobile app that we presented in a previous webinar. So this is a large and a wide solution for all the stakeholders in this domain. In addition to this SIA driver, we did work on video interfaces within PcVue. So the goal here, and that was a request from our user, from our customers, is to be able from PcVue to contribute and to help to the people's safety and the asset security. There's also a need to check activities of assets with live video stream, and it's really important also to be notified in case of events and then watch what is happening. So there's a need and a request to be able to have some video within PcVue. So we worked on that, and today we have integrated the ONVIF standard, so ONVIF for Open Network Video Interface Forum. So this is basically a standard created and designing by major companies in this area. And basically, Arc Informatics, so the editor of PcVue, is a member since 2021. So today, this ONVIF allows to connect to many compatible cameras, and get the video flow from those cameras. It's important to note that the ONVIF has several profiles, and depending on the profiles, you have different features. So in PcVue 16, we have ONVIF profile S. So it means that it's for IP-based video systems, and you have access to the video streaming and configuration. Also, you have some predefined camera position. You can save and load some presets and select the preset you want to apply. It's also possible to do a round of camera preset in a specific sequence, so you can see different video for different in a specific sequence. So it's important to note that with this ONVIF, you can control the camera. We have the PTZ features, so it's the pan, tilt, and zoom, so you can move the video, zoom, and so on. It's also possible to have the audio with this part. But important to note that we don't record the video. It's something more done by the VMS, the video management system, and we don't want to do that here. It's not the goal of PcVue to become a specific and dedicated video manager system, but the goal is to be able to get video within a single interface through PcVue. So we also have the real-time streaming protocol flow, RTSP. So this protocol allows in PcVue to get real-time video or to play an existing video. Okay, so this is in addition to the ONVIF, and here you don't have all the possibility of ONVIF, so to control and so on. It's just to read a video flow in PcVue. So here is a short video once again to show the video. So here you have an example of a list of video that you can select, and you can zoom on a specific device. For example, you can move also through the image. You can control with the PTZ the zoom and where you want to see the video. You can also import. You can do a snapshot of the video and save it as a picture, for example. It's also something that that is possible here with the video ONVIF. But once again, we cannot record the video flow. This is not the goal here. So, for example, here, so this is the main one. So this is the end of the session. So there's some question. So I can try to answer some question I have regarding the video, for example. So there is a question here about the PcVue can be a VMS. So as I mentioned, PcVue is not a video management system, and it won't be. It's not the goal here. but we can connect to a VMS to get some video or information from the VMS, and we'll do that with the RTSP protocol. Okay, it's not possible using ONVIF to connect the VMS, but we can use RTSP to get the video flow from a VMS. So PcVue is perfectly compatible with VMS to get some information and to have in a single interface all information from VMS. I have another question here regarding Revit. The question is, do you use Revit to import the BIM model? So the answer is yes and no. I mean, we use the IFC standard, which is a standard format for the BIM model. So the IFC format is used by Revit, the software Revit, but not only. So we are not limited to Revit. Obviously, we can import a BIM model from Revit, but we can also import a model from any software which uses IFC format. Last question. There's many more questions, but I will answer after the session. Does SAI protocol only for Honeywell? Today, yes. The SIA protocol is for Honeywell, but in the future we will probably develop SIA for other manufacturer. And by the way, if you have some requests to develop SIA for a specific manufacturer, please feel free to ask us, and we'll study the possibility to develop it specifically. Well, thank you very much for your attention today. I hope you have many information, valuable information. If you have other questions, please keep in touch and send me an email. I'd be glad to answer. Thank you very much, and bye.